Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my review for the Prototype 2 Excessive Force DLC pack, which adds 7 new things to Prototype 2 for you to have fun with. And this is actually the second DLC for Prototype 2, and the second DLC I'm actually reviewing today, because I also reviewed Hitman Sniper Challenge earlier today if you want to go check that video out. So anyway, back to the review. This DLC adds, just like the last one, 7 new things. It adds 3 new costumes, 3 new abilities to use, and 1 new weapon. Now the costumes or the skins, whatever you want to call it, are much better in this DLC because the last one I thought, only one of them was really cool and the other ones were lame, but this one actually has some pretty damn cool ones. Alright, the 3 you get are the Armored Heller, which looks really cool. He's just an Armored Heller, he's badass. You don't actually get to really see much of Heller, but he looks pretty cool. Agile Armor Alex Mercer, the main character of the first game, and a Zombie Alex Mercer, just like the Zombie Heller that came out last DLC. So you get those 3 skins, which are really cool to look at, but they don't really do much for the gameplay. Some of the skins do little bits of differences for the gameplay, but for the most part they're just cool to look at. So yeah, the costumes or skins, whatever, are pretty good in this one. But I have to admit the abilities, or what they call the force multipliers, in this DLC are a little lacking from the last one. So the 3 you get here, you get a Chaos Creator mode, which turns every single person into an infected. So everybody is infected just like the Heller costumes and whatever. Everybody's a zombie pretty much. Medusa's Wrath, which turns your eyes into laser beams. So you can actually aim at people and just like laser beam them, which sounds cool, but to be honest, all it does is like you aim at one person, you laser beam them, and they explode. And the last one's called Shockwave, which actually pretty much makes a big earthquake wherever you jump. So if you jump in a specific place and there's a bunch of enemies around, then they'll jump with you, except the whole ground will shake and they'll fly up. So it's kind of cool, especially if you have the other DLC and you add all the cool moves you got with that DLC mixed with this one, like the cool slow down moves and the ones where it turns into a vortex and stuff from the last DLC. So if you have all those on while you have these on, because you can actually have all of them on at the same time, it's actually pretty cool. The thing is, that's the only cool special move you get, is the Shockwave, where you can jump and everybody flies up with you. That's really it. The other ones are kind of lame. The Medusa's Wrath should be cool, but it's really not. And the other ones, just lame. It turns everybody infected. Who cares, man? They die the same way. I don't really care what they look like. Now, you do also get one more weapon in this game. Last time in the last DLC, it was a big rocket launcher that explodes, like huge explosion. This one's a grenade launcher that if you shoot it, it turns people who ever get exploded by it into zombies or infected, which doesn't make sense if you have that other thing on and turns everybody into infected. So really, if you have that on, there's no point of this grenade launcher, because all it does is turn some people into infected. And maybe it might be cool to watch all these infected people you turn into, like, just attack everybody else. That might be fun to watch, but for the most part, I mean, the last rocket launcher thing you got was awesome because it just blew up everything. It was cool to look at. So overall, even though the DLC has its fun moments, the Shockwave ability is cool, and even the laser blasting is kind of fun too, the juggle bodies in the air while they're exploding and stuff, it's cool to look at, but it's nothing amazing. And for $5, the other DLC had much more value, even though the costumes weren't as good. I'm sorry, the skins weren't as good. The skins are just skins. It's not really adding to gameplay. So overall, I'm going to give this DLC, I'm going to give it a 3.4 out of a 5, which is a 6.8 on a regular scale. So definitely go get the other DLC before this one. But if you want some more gameplay and you have $10, then get both of them. So anyway, there you go. There's my review for this DLC. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you and goodbye.